Betrayal. At first, it feels like the ultimate defeat. It's a sharp pain, a knife you didn't see coming. But here's the curious part. Betrayal often becomes the unexpected spark for transformation. The very thing meant to break you can end up building you into something stronger. Think about it. Every scar you carry isn't just a mark of pain, it's a story of survival. Those bruises, visible or not, are proof of what you've endured and how you've grown. They thought you'd crumble, didn't they? But instead, you picked up the shattered pieces and rebuilt yourself, stronger, wiser, unbreakable. It's almost poetic how the pain they caused fuels your growth. What was meant to destroy you becomes the foundation for something extraordinary. Betrayal pushes you into a corner where you find parts of yourself you never knew existed. Your strength, your resilience, your ability to rise. The beauty of betrayal lies in this irony. The ones who tried to take your power only ended up giving it back to you, multiplied. You don't just survive betrayal, you transform because of it. And that transformation? It's something no one can take away. Isn't that a curious twist of fate? Kindness is often misunderstood. People think it's softness, a weakness to exploit, as if being kind makes you fragile. But here's the truth. Real kindness is anything but weak. It's one of the strongest, most courageous choices you can make. Imagine this. After being hurt, the easy path is to shut down, to harden yourself, and meet the world with bitterness. Kindness, though, that's the harder path. It means keeping your heart open, even when it's been bruised. It's deciding to rise above not because you have to, but because you're strong enough to. Kindness doesn't mean tolerating bad behavior. It's not about letting people walk all over you. True kindness is deliberate. It's powerful. It's choosing not to strike back, not out of fear, but because you know you're capable of taking the higher road. That's strength most people don't understand. And compassion? It's a choice too. A choice to see the humanity in others even when they've hurt you. It takes immense strength to choose understanding over anger, to let kindness shield you from bitterness. Kindness doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've seen the darkness but refuse to live in it. That's courage, that's power. Isn't it curious how the world underestimates the strength in kindness? Revenge is tempting, isn't it? The thought of seeing someone who hurt you regret their actions can feel like justice. But here's the catch. Revenge doesn't free you. It traps you. Every moment you spend hoping they'll feel your pain keeps you tied to them, stuck in the very cycle you're trying to escape. Think about it. Revenge feels satisfying for a fleeting moment, but what comes after? The pain doesn't magically disappear. It lingers, keeping you chained to the past. Meanwhile, your life waits for you to move forward, to grow beyond the hurt. Choosing growth over retaliation may feel unfair at first, but it's the only real way to reclaim your freedom. Letting go isn't about excusing what they did or pretending it didn't matter. It's about saying, "You don't control my thoughts, my emotions, or my future anymore." That's real strength, breaking free from the hold they have on you and finding peace within yourself. Here's the curious twist. The moment you let go of revenge, you find something far more powerful. Peace. It's a peace that doesn't depend on their apology or regret. It's yours, built on the decision to rise above the pain and take back your life. And in that freedom, you discover the ultimate revenge. Living a life they can't touch. Isn't that the victory worth pursuing? Solitude feels heavy at first, doesn't it? Like a punishment, as if being alone means something is missing. But then, something remarkable happens. You start hearing yourself again. Without the world's noise and endless demands, you rediscover your own voice. That's the magic of solitude. In that quiet, you begin to build something powerful, an inner sanctuary. It's a space no one else can invade, a place where your thoughts, emotions, and dreams are safe. This isn't about shutting the world out. It's about creating a foundation so strong that no chaos around you can shake it. Solitude isn't loneliness, it's an opportunity to reconnect with what you've ignored. Your passions, your dreams, even your own kindness to yourself. When was the last time you listened to what you truly want, without the influence of others? In those moments of stillness, you start to see your strength more clearly. Here's the beauty. Solitude celebrates your resilience. It reminds you that you're whole on
Your own, capable of standing tall without anyone's validation. It gives you the chance to find peace in yourself and appreciate your own company. The world will always be noisy and chaotic, but when you've built that sanctuary within, none of it can touch you. Isn't it curious how silence can lead to the loudest discoveries about yourself? How often do we let the opinions of others decide our worth? A kind word lifts us, while rejection sends us spiraling. It's a cycle, isn't it? Always chasing approval as if someone else holds the key to our value. But here's the truth. They don't. Your worth has never depended on anyone else. It's always been yours. Imagine the freedom of breaking away from this need for validation, no longer waiting for compliments to feel valued or fearing rejection as proof of failure. Instead, realizing you're already complete, just as you are. Your individuality, your quirks, flaws, and strengths, is what makes you whole. No one can take that from you. Redefining your completeness means shifting your perspective. It's not about the job you have, the relationships you're in, or the lifestyle you lead. It's about how you see yourself. Think of all you've overcome, the challenges, the setbacks. Each one proves your resilience, shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and undeniably unique. The world has billions of people, but not one is exactly like you. That's your power. Instead of waiting for others to affirm it, celebrate it. Celebrate your resilience, your growth, and the person you're becoming. Isn't it curious how the moment you stop seeking validation, you find the worth you've had all along? Every story has its tough chapters, the ones filled with pain, betrayal, or disappointment. But here's the secret. Those chapters don't define you unless you let them. Holding on to resentment keeps you stuck on the same page, reliving the hurt. Letting go, however, allows you to close that chapter and embrace gratitude, not for the pain itself, but for the strength and lessons it brought you. Letting go isn't about forgetting or excusing what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of it. When you stop carrying anger, you make room for something far greater: peace, joy, and possibility. Declaring independence from the past means reclaiming your story, deciding that you are no longer defined by what hurt you, but by what you choose to do next. And that next chapter? It's entirely yours to write. Imagine a life so full and vibrant that the past becomes a distant memory. A life where your resilience shines, where your connections are meaningful, and where every step you take reflects the person you've worked so hard to become. This is your time to thrive. You've endured, you've grown, and now you get to create a future that's bold, joyful, and undeniably yours. So, what's the first sentence of your next chapter? It's time to pick up the pen and begin. Thank you for being here. Stay strong, stay curious, and don't forget to write your own story. If this message resonates with you, subscribe to the channel for more empowering content like this.